All right, moving on. A question here is coming from Harpreet. Hi there, Harpreet. Thank you for your question. So Harpreet says, we were using a large conveyancing firm to sell our property and have so far paid £500 for services to date. When I emailed my caseworker, I received an auto reply saying they no longer worked at the firm. I've since found out that this firm has gone bust. They are not answering their phones or anything. Their communication is completely zero, and I don't know what to do. Have I lost my money? Is there any process or support for people in my situation? Any help would be greatly appreciated. All right. Well, thank you for that question, Harpreet. And I'm really sorry to hear that you have been put in this situation. Unfortunately, it's becoming more common, and I am hearing of people being put in this situation a couple of times, which is really unfortunate. What I would say is that the company that you were working with, and you haven't mentioned who that is, but I would look on their website. There should be some information in relation to their regulatory body, such as the Law Society. And you want to contact that regulatory body and find out what's happening with the transition of the firm. Now, normally in this sort of a situation where a law firm closes it, and it is specific to law firms, those cases will normally be passed on to another law firm to handle and take over. So you shouldn't be completely out of pocket, but I'm not going to suggest that this is going to be a straightforward, plain sailing situation. It isn't. You've got to move quickly. You've got to get in contact with the Law Society, and then you've got to get in contact with the firm that's taken over your case file. And then once you're in contact with them, hopefully they can give you some guidance as to which way things are going to go and how quickly they can jump on things to get your sale through to completion as soon as possible. Okay, the money that you've already paid should be sitting on account, and that money should be sat within what's called a client account within the law firm. So the good thing about legal practice is there is a separate bank account for clients' money versus the bank account that's used for running the firm. Now, again, I'd like to think if it's a large enough firm, as you've suggested here in your question, Harpreet, that your money will have gone into the client bank account, and that should be ring-fenced and protected, and therefore it should be readily available for the next firm who takes over and starts to take over that the case file, and also the cost that you've already paid them or the money you've already paid them. That will then help them to kick off things on your file as soon as possible. It is a bit of a frustration. That's probably putting it mildly in your situation, Harpreet. It is a bit of a frustration, but thankfully there are processes in place to support you and to step in, and that's exactly what I would do in your situation. Get in touch with a regulatory body, have that conversation with them, find out who you need to go to next, and then work with that other company, because you may need to do things like ID checks again. You may need to go through providing some more information up front in order to help them move things along as quickly as possible, rather than them waiting for the case files to arrive and then start to go through all of that information and catch up. It might be easier to start afresh with them and try and fast track the deal through to exchange of contracts as soon as possible. So I'm sorry that you've had to go through that inconvenience, Harpreet, but I hope that gives you some confidence that there should be things in place to protect you and make sure that you're going to be taken care of, even though this unfortunate episode has happened. All right. So good luck, Harpreet. Let us know if there's anything else that we can do to help, or if you do need, if you do want to, maybe write that money off and then look at changing horses, we might be able to put you in touch with a good quality legal firm that can, again, fast track your deal through to completion with it inside of sort of 5 or 6 weeks. There may be a trade-off, shall we say, in terms of the money that you've spent out, which you should be able to recover, depending upon how the different law firms decide to handle it. But the point being, you might be paying a little bit more to come to work with somebody like us or one of our recommended law firms. But the point is, we can fast track that deal through to completion and drastically reduce your time frame, which should help to compensate, if you like, for all the stress that you've had to endure with this situation. All right, so let me know if you need more help on that, Harpreet. Be glad to help you out, and best of luck. So that's all of the questions that we've had in this week. So thank you so much for all of your contributions. We're here every week doing this, taking all of your property questions that you send in to us and taking the time to answer it in as much detail as possible, and pointing you in the right direction to the right resources to help you get the knowledge and information that you need. You can send your questions in to us via email, which is happytohelp@wiggywam.co.uk. That's happytohelp@wiggywam.co.uk. You can also go to our website to find a lot more knowledge and information in our learning center. That's wiggywam.co.uk. That's wiggywam.co.uk. And if you want to go to the learning section on there, put /learn. You can also send your questions in via Twitter. Our Twitter handle is at WiggyWam_UK. That's at WiggyWam_UK. And again, we'd be delighted to take these questions in and answer them as we do each and every week. Please also share this with your friends and your family members and your social circles. Share it out on social media. There are literally hundreds of thousands of people every month that need help with their moving journey. And we'd love to be able to be a resource that helps and navigates and guides them through their journey to actually be able to make it a lot less stressful, a lot more fun, and to arm them with all the relevant information that they need to avoid the financial penalties and pitfalls that so often catch people out and cause them to be financially out of pocket, or very stressed out from the entire process. So please do consider sharing this with your friends and family in your wider network. And we'll be back next week, which we're very much looking forward to. So that's it from me tonight. Thank you so much indeed once again for tuning in, and I look forward to seeing you again next week. You take care. Bye-bye.